Read Adam Crisafulli. Don't know if you want to reflect on Micron here versus the expectations, or also talk about just sort of how the equal weight S&P is not doing equally well to the S&P overall.
Yeah, so there definitely were some concerns around Micron, especially on the guidance front. So it looks like they exceeded what was a relatively low bar compared to other areas of tech. And I think the numbers, I'll have to go through the details, but the numbers speak to the secular demand trends that are still in place for a lot of these AI-levered companies. We saw it a couple weeks ago with Oracle, and now with Micron. And you have seen tech reassert itself, especially today, a little bit on the leadership front, and this should certainly help that momentum continue. And I think for the broader market, valuations are very expensive, certainly not appealing, but you do have these powerful macro forces, one of which is healthy corporate performance. You also have easing occurring globally. So you have the Fed, and now you have China. The news out of China Monday night is going to be important also. Disinflation and then relatively resilient growth. And all those forces are going to continue to act, place upward pressure on the market, even though valuations are an obstacle.
Barb, I want to get your thoughts on these results we just got from Micron, especially as the CEO is talking about robust AI demand, and sentiment was pretty lousy. There have been a lot of de-risking in this name in recent weeks ahead of this report.
Yeah, I mean, de-risking is the word there. I mean, as you mentioned earlier, the stock is down year to date almost 40%. It's trading at about 12.5 PE versus its last 5-year average of about 21. So the risk reward was very interesting. And of course, they're just coming off a cycle, and their product in general is very commoditized. So very cyclical. In good times, they do well. But it's really been about the AI and the server business and what the demand would be, in their DRAM business, which
Barb,
is about
I'm going to interrupt you again. I'm sorry, but we've got more details from Seema Modi. We just want to get to her, and then I'll come back to you.
Well, Morgan, it's a nice transition because as we talk about the commoditization of memory, one of the big topics has been gross margins. Can those be held up in this environment? And for the fourth quarter for Micron, a gross margins adjusted at 36.5%. That is higher than the estimate of 34.6%. So Micron beating on gross margins. And even when they look out to the first quarter, earnings, revenue, and gross margin guidance well above guidance. So they are feeling more optimistic about the near term and longer term picture here as we watch shares up about 9% in overtime, Morgan.
Seema, thank you. Barb, I'll go back to you to finish your thought, especially as we do get that guidance, and perhaps it does imply that, the memory part of the business, the commoditized part of the business is starting to do a little better here.
Yeah, I think there's probably two parts to that. One is the commoditized. You may be seeing pricing firmer, and they also have different layers of pricing. But 70% of their business, is in the DRAM part. But about 20% of the DRAMs are in the high bandwidth memory, and that's where you're seeing a lot more demand. Whether it's from smartphones and cars, PCs, and data centers. So I think that's probably the exciting part of the call that they're going to talk about, and the demand they're seeing there. I mean, the high bandwidth memory, apparently there's competition there, but their performance is about 30% better. So they've got a good lead, and they're sold out there. So I think that's going to be really one of the big growth engines. So I think, again, this has probably seen its low, and the stock can continue to move higher from here.